Hi, Virgo. It's Erin Scott here, and we are tapping into the Virgo Sun evolutionary cycle of growth over the course of this January 16th Capricorn new moon cycle, 2018. And you can see here that I'm taking, pencil, charcoal to paper to see what forms, images, symbols, archetypes, pictures want to come through. And immediately from your G in Virgo, which interestingly, of course, stands for many, many words, but growth is certainly one of them. It has this vine that emerged from the G. So like a vine with leaves coming downward. But then before I finished the vine, there was this arc, and then ultimately what became two horn-like, formations. Eyebrows, eyes. And to me, what was in my mind as I was creating this, as it was coming through, is the devil in the tarot. So this could be, and you can see that one of the horns is penetrating through the vine. This vine. There's another vine that emerges. But the horn penetrating through the vine, and what I get with that is that it could be that this narrative, the archetype of the devil, being imprisoned or entangled into some addictive tendency, thought patterns, emotional patterns, belief systems, etc. Can be physical addictions, emotional relationship addictions, etc. But it is penetrating through, it's bisecting your growth. So there's some area of life for you over the course of this cycle that is imbued with some narrative of toxic, imbalanced addiction. And you can see that there's this secondary vine that's coming through, and it's crossing the forehead of this devil, albeit a whimsical devil figure. We'll talk about his eyes in a minute. But this vine is coming in front of the forehead of this beast. And it almost looks like a crown, which is interesting. Is it a narrative for the Virgo ego growth now, as we start 2018, to not feel like a martyr or a victim with regards to your own addictive tendencies, technology addictions, emotional addictions, depression as an addiction, because it is. So many things are addictions that we don't realize. And it could be that you might feel a victim to, a martyr in a way, to certain things. Could be. But the thing is here, there was this spiraled opening at the crown chakra, essentially, of this devil figure. And you can see that the growth, one of the leaves, is extending down into the spiral of the mind. And then there's these emergent thoughts, energetic emanations coming up through this portal in the mind of this devil. So, and it's coming up, hitting through the vine up to the V of Virgo. I don't necessarily know what that means, but it's almost like, as with some of the other signs that I've done readings for, it's almost like the Virgoan archetype of integrity, health and healing of mind, body, spirit, making sure that the parts are healthy so that the whole operates maximally and optimally. It's almost like that efficiency of Virgo is being highlighted with this somewhat squiggly, chaotic line that emerged from the V down to this crown chakra of the devil energy or the addiction, whatever the addiction is. So the integrity and efficiency aspect of you might be having, you want to deal with any addictive qualities or aspects of self that you hold, but you might have some trouble with it because there's some chaotic energy from that V down to the crown chakra. But there is clarity emerging. You can see that there was that form coming up through the top of the head, you know. So looking at the devil here, we see the eyes and the eyebrows, and you can see that it's almost a sad figure or almost a whimsically sweet, childlike, innocent aspect of the addictive self. It's like it knows no better. This is what it's doing because it's feeding. It's nurturing in some way. It's feeding the ego in a way that's necessary at the time. But see this line that I'm creating here, it's breaking, it's bisecting and breaking, severing one of the horns of this devil figure. So there's a break that happens over the course of the cycle, Virgo, for a lot of you from some aspect of the firmness. The horns are firm, they're like bone. And there's a break, a severing that you create over the course of this month from an aspect of the solidness of the devil addiction, whatever that is for you. You can see here that there's some tears developing from the eyes. And I almost see this almost whimsically, comically in a way, because the devil aspect of the addiction is playing the martyr here, I think, and wants to have you keep addicted because it serves the devil aspect of the self, you know. That aspect of self that needs to be fed from fear, needs to be fed from neediness, from dependency. So there's a sadness almost pleading to you, don't break my horn, you know. Don't let me go. Don't let the addiction go. So Virgo, what I'm saying here for you is this month, you have to really see clearly that there's a call for you to become the master of the whole of yourself. And the addictive self is calling to be re-seen, re-understood, and reminded. So it is going to be a growth-oriented month for you ahead.